Hey, how you doing, folks? It's DecepySwag, and I'm coming to you with an impromptu video to talk about something confusing but exciting developments coming from SNK. In the early hours of the morning, SNK randomly uploaded a short 7-second clip titled, "Fans Know What This Means." Now, if that wasn't weird enough, what was shown within this short clip was enough to wake everyone up in the SNK community out their sleep. In the beginning of the clip, we saw a Tengu mask, one just like Mr. Karate wears. We then see a figure with a reddish shirt with rolled up sleeves and black gloves flip a coin in the air and catching it before the video cuts to black. So just what the hell was this video? First off, let's talk about the coin. It's safe to assume that this is Robert Garcia. Granted, we couldn't see his face, but there was the gloves he wears and the sleeves rolled up, but more importantly, the coin. If you freeze the video at the right time, you can get a good look at the face of the coin, and what we see is the same bird design that Robert's coin has. This, along with the attire and the whole animation, him catching the coin, is pretty much a dead ringer for Robert. But let's go back though to the Tengu mask. This also raises some questions, but going based off what came after with the coin stuff, we can assume this has something to do with Ryo. After the whole ordeal with his father Takuma as Mr. Karate, Ryo would eventually go on to take on the mantle of Mr. Karate as Mr. Karate 2, appearing in games like the KOF Maximum Impact series as an alternate costume for Ryo, Fatal Fury Wild Ambition as an unlockable character, and Neo Geo Battle Coliseum as a part of the roster. You could also count Bariki 1, even though he competed with his actual name, he still donned the black gi redesign. He'd also make appearances in other games as well. At the time of this recording, the community is both confused but also excited. As I look through the comments section of the video and posts on Twitter about all of this, everyone is wondering just what this could mean. I'm seeing ideas that maybe this could be a tease for Season 2 DLC for Fatal Fury Silver the Wolves, or maybe free characters coming this season already. Then there's ideas that it's something having to do with the new Art of Fighting game that's been in development. There's even talks that maybe it's a full-blown anime for the franchise. With all of these ideas, I want to go through each of them that I've seen and discuss why are folks saying these things and the likelihood of them, along with giving my opinions and takes as well. First idea on the list is, what if it's new Fatal Fury DLC? Right now we're still in the middle of Season 1 as we await the eventual release of Chun-Li, which, by the way, if you're here at the DreamHack Atlanta for SWC, SNK will have a playable build of Chun-Li for Fatal Fury Silver the Wolves to try out, so be sure to check that out if you're around there. But yeah, right now we're waiting for Chun, and after her we have Mr. Big to round out the first season of the game. For anyone new watching or folks that just may not know, Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury shares the same world and timeline, with the events of Art of Fighting taking place pre-Fatal Fury. So the idea of seeing these characters appear in the roster wouldn't be crazy. Case in point, we have Mr. Big himself being an Art of Fighting character, a part of Season 1 DLC. Now, at first I thought, well wait, it's too soon to be showing anything for Season 2, we're still in the middle of Season 1. But as I thought about it, who's to say this isn't a part of Season 1 potentially? And by that I mean some kind of update or free characters of Robert and Ryo. We've seen them in Marco's arcade ending, so they're in the world. And this wouldn't be so random SNK to do. SNK has a history of giving out characters for free in their games. In Samurai Showdown, Shizumaru Hisame and Gonsu Lee were given away for free to fans. And in the King of Fighters 15, Gonitz and Rugal were given away for free also. Okay, granted, you had to beat Gonitz and Rugal boss rush to unlock them, but point still stands, they were free characters. I even made a video 4 months ago about this very idea, specifically regarding Ryo as Mr. Karate. Having SNK do an update where you fight Ryo and it turns out it's not Ryo, but Ryo as his Mr. Karate persona. Like I said in that video, folks have been wanting that version of Ryo for years, and at the end of the King of Fighters 15, SNK would be very sly and have Ryo's ending be him donning the mask and taking over the mantle of Mr. Karate, leading everyone, including myself, to believe that come the next King of Fighters, we'll finally be getting Mr. Karate Ryo. However, what I didn't expect or take into account would be really them including Robert Garcia as well, which I wouldn't be against, the more characters the better. Now again, do I think this is a teaser for the next season? Personally, no. I'm not ruling it out, but I kinda doubt it. But I am more likely to believe that this idea could be a tease of them coming as free characters in Season 1. This would be really dope, not just for Sea of the Wolves, but this would help get some excitement for what could be expected for the new Art of Fighting. Maybe they give Ryo and Robert special mechanics that only going to be available in that new game. And by the way, let me clarify, we don't know what kind of game the new Art of Fighting will be, so always keep that in mind. All we know is that it's been in development alongside the Samurai Showdown action RPG. But on the topic of the new Art of Fighting game, that leads us to our next potential idea, and that's this being some kind of tease for the new title. Moving on from the idea of this being some kind of news for Seal of the Wolves, comes the next possibility of this being something specifically in regards for SNK's new Art of Fighting game. To catch everyone up to what we know, the game was announced 2 years ago at EVO Vegas 2024, along with Samurai Showdown Action RPG. Sometime later around last year, Neo Geo Now would interview Crispy Kaiser, Oda-san, and Joshua Weatherford about primarily Fatal Fury stuff, but the topic of Art of Fighting did come up with them saying that the action RPG was further along than the Art of Fighting project. Since then, that's all we've gotten. Not much has been said in terms of any kind of detail regarding the game. We still don't even know what kind of game it'll be. Whether it'll still be a fighting game like its predecessors or some new genre for the franchise along the lines of Yakuza. The most that was said about it was during the initial reveal when Weatherford said, "See Southtown in all its 70s glory potentially," so we could see that, but as far as the type of game, it's still up in the air. If anyone is watching thinking that maybe it's too early to show something, I'm in the same boat as you, but we also have to remember that SNK has different dedicated departments. Even well before the establishment of K-Web Studios, Weatherford already stated that he was helming the Samsho department. That statement alone leads me to believe that, for one, the company is a lot bigger than the days of KWeb 14 and Samsho 2019. I mean, they have been opening offices left and right all across Asia, and that with them having different departments means the workload is better split, hopefully allowing for multiple projects to be done at the same time, rather than just waiting one by one. My thoughts were always we'd see something in regards to the Samurai Showdown action RPG before we see anything of the new Art of Fighting. But who's to say they haven't made progress on both games? And also keep in mind that SNK World Championship, aka SWC, is coming very soon. October 31st through November 2nd to be exact, so what better place to reveal some things for your own projects than SWC? And also remember that Art of Fighting 3 will be a main title at this event alongside the King of Fighters 15, Samurai Showdown, and of course Fatal Fury Seal of the Wolves. Again, personally, I think this is less likely to be true than the Fatal Fury idea, but at the same time I can definitely see this being the case. It'd be a very welcome surprise to say the least. A third major idea that's been speculated is the idea that potentially this could be some kind of tease for an anime. A couple days ago, news broke that Arena SNK Studios was launched with former executive of Liongate, Eric Feig, as the acting CEO, with plans for both film and TV. This feeds into the desire that many fans, like myself, have for more animated projects from SNK regarding Samurai Showdown, King of Fighters, and other franchises of theirs, like back in the day with the Fatal Fury OVAs and the movies. Those Fatal Fury project had Masami Obati at the helm, and of course would be welcomed with these new projects in mind, because if you notice, the animation and art is one-for-one his style in this 7-second clip, same as the King of Fighters 15 opening and the Fatal Fury Seal of the Wolves openings as well. Now, do I think this is all about an anime announcement or something? Nah. Truth be told, out of all these ideas, this one is the least likely of all to be true. As great as will be, I just can't see them announcing anything like that, at least not right now. Maybe in the next year or two we could hear some things about an Art of Fighting anime series or something, but at this very moment, it doesn't seem likely to me. It's a non-zero chance for sure, but no time soon, at least, not in my opinion. But those are the three major theories that people are sharing around that this short clip could be indicating. There was also a comment left by a viewer, Big Red Radish, on the poll I put in the community tab asking you all what do you think this could be, saying that they think it's probably an Art of Fighting 3 tournament intro but would love an actual AOF OVA, which could be a very real possibility. For all we know, this could very well just be a promotional thing for the Art of Fighting 3 tournament at SWC, which would be a letdown for sure, but not unlikely. Also, yes, there's already an Art of Fighting OVA that came out way back in 1993, but yeah, let's just say this one isn't one of those animated SNK projects people talk about fondly. For me though, I think it's either them adding Ryo and or Robert into Fatal Fury as free characters as a part of SWC's event, or perhaps, and this is a smaller chance but still very possible, perhaps something pertaining to the new Art of Fighting. Whatever it is, I just ask everyone to keep an open mind and try to temper our expectations, and that's me including myself as well. I know that we're all excited and things can get out of hand when we get a little too excited and get disappointed. Lots of things we like to see, lots of ideas we like to see made reality. Just remember though that it may not be what we want, but doesn't mean you can't be optimistic and still enjoy whatever is revealed. Just don't get those expectations too high. But with all that said, this leaves only one thing left to ask, and that's, what are your thoughts? Do you think SNK could be hinting at Ryo and Robert coming to Fatal Fury Seal of the Wolves? Maybe you think this is something for the Art of Fighting game in development, or possibly them teasing us with the Art of Fighting anime. Or maybe you have a totally different idea altogether. Comment down below and let me know what's your thoughts. If you liked what you saw today and would like to see more, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and don't forget to tap that bell icon. We're almost at 3,000 subs, so I appreciate it if you help me out. And while you're at it, let's see if we can get this video to 50 likes. Always appreciate it. Till next time, I'm DecepySwag. Later.